My wife and I work as a team. She works harder than I do, you know.
You do become a soulmate.
When Ozzy Osbourne passed, the world united in grief. Public tributes soared, and Birmingham streets overflowed with chanting fans. Yet behind closed gates, his private funeral unfolded in serene solitude. A heartfelt gathering held on his Buckinghamshire estate beside a tranquil lake. Attended by his family and rock royalty, from bandmates to Marilyn Manson, Corey Taylor, Zakk Wylde, Elton John, Rob Zombie, James Hetfield, and Youngblood, it blended grief with laughter, honoring his legend in a deeply personal farewell. Number 1. Black Sabbath's original lineup paid tribute. When Ozzy Osbourne was laid to rest, the most poignant moment for heavy metal fans came when Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward, the 3 surviving members of the original Black Sabbath lineup, took the stage together one final time. For decades, these men had shared more than music. They had shared life itself. Forged in the gritty heart of Birmingham's smoky clubs, they rose from working-class beginnings to create a sound that would change the face of rock forever. Their riffs, rhythms, and raw energy became the blueprint for heavy metal, inspiring generations. This reunion wasn't about fame or nostalgia. It was about brotherhood. The years had brought them both triumph and turmoil, creative disputes, personal struggles, long stretches apart. Yet here they were, shoulder to shoulder in honor of the man who had been their voice. Witnesses spoke of fleeting, powerful gestures, a shared glance that said everything words could not, hushed whispers between songs and arms draped around each other's shoulders, as if to hold on to the past just a moment longer. It was more than a performance, it was a living, breathing testament to a lifelong bond that began in Birmingham and echoed across the world. Number 2. Metallica's iconic mentions. James Hetfield and Robert Trujillo of Metallica stood among the mourners at Ozzy Osbourne's private farewell, embodying a bridge between generations of heavy metal. Their presence was steeped in history. Both men had long acknowledged Ozzy and Black Sabbath as the architects of the sound that shaped their musical path. Hetfield, known for his commanding presence and fierce performances, was visibly subdued, his grief a silent tribute to the man who had helped forge the genre they now champion. For Trujillo, the loss carried a deeply personal weight. Having toured and performed alongside Ozzy, he approached Sharon and the Osbourne children with quiet reverence, sharing heartfelt stories of their time together, from backstage laughter to moments of guidance that stayed with him throughout his career. Those conversations were not mere reminiscences. They were living proof of the bonds forged through music, life on the road, and a shared love for the craft. In that intimate gathering, Hetfield and Trujillo weren't just paying respects. They were representing the enduring influence Ozzy had over every riff, lyric, and stage performance in metal's evolution, carrying forward a legacy that continues to inspire musicians and fans worldwide. Number 3. Slipknot's Corey Taylor. As someone who has collaborated extensively with Ozzy throughout the course of his career, Corey Taylor is not unfamiliar to the Osbourne family. Fans may recognize him as the vocalist of Slipknot, who wears a mask, but beyond that ferocious appearance comes a profound appreciation for the pioneers of heavy metal. It was stated that Corey exchanged personal anecdotes with Jack Osbourne during the post-service gathering. These stories allegedly included tales of Ozzy's humor, kindness, and unwavering enthusiasm for music. Corey was observed having a private conversation with Jack Osbourne. Number 4. Zakk Wylde's heartfelt presence. Zakk Wylde was more than simply Ozzy's guitarist for many years. He was really more like a son to him. Their on-stage connection was unparalleled, and their camaraderie was real when they were not performing together. An acoustic guitar was carried by Zakk as he entered the wedding, which was a thoughtful and expressive gesture. In the next performance, he sang a stripped-down rendition of "Mama, I'm Coming Home," which caused several of the people in attendance to cry. According to reports, Sharon gave him a bare embrace after the event and expressed her gratitude to him for providing Ozzy's music with one more heartfelt moment. Number 5. Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie honored their friend. When Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson were seen attending the burial together, it was a startling and emotional sight to see them together. On this occasion, the two were only friends saying their goodbyes, despite the fact that they are renowned for their gloomy theatrical manner. Without drawing attention to themselves, they approached in a stealthy manner and paid their respects to the person who had invited them to participate in his excursions and in his life. Both of them have expressed gratitude to Ozzy for supporting them when others may not have done so, and the fact that they were there demonstrates how deeply his allegiance went. Number 6. Youngblood's emotional reading. Over the course of the last several years, Youngblood, who was one of the youngest participants, had developed an improbable but intimate relationship with Ozzy. The more experienced rock musician recognized aspects of himself in the younger artist, such as the defiant exuberance and the refusal to adhere to the established norms. An emotional letter that Youngblood had written to Ozzy while the singer was still alive but had never mailed was read aloud by Youngblood at the ceremony. He talked about how Ozzy's music helped him get through the most difficult times in his life, and how meeting him completely altered his life. It was a raw and emotional moment that caused guests of all ages, even those who were little, to wipe their tears. Number 7. A touch of class from Elton John. Despite the fact that very few people anticipated seeing Sir Elton John make his way into the private ceremony, his presence gave an aura of elegance and history to the event. Friendship between Elton and Ozzy spanned decades and included a wide range of musical styles as well as personal lives. During the memory, Elton told a tale of a crazy night in the 1970s when the two ended up singing together till daylight. Although he did not perform, he did tell the anecdote. In conclusion, he said, "There will never be another Ozzy, even in the future." Number 8. A family reunited. In spite of the fact that the Osbourne family has seen its fair share of public disputes, the loss of Ozzy brought everyone together. It goes without saying that Sharon, Jack, and Kelly were all present. But what really drew the attention of the audience was the fact that Amy Osbourne, who is known for avoiding the limelight and refusing to take part in the reality program that her family is producing, made an appearance. She had a modest presence that conveyed a lot. All of her siblings were hugged by her, she was at Sharon's side, and she paid tribute to her father in a manner that only family can do. The event served as a reminder to many that love and grief have the power to mend even the most profound rifts. Number 9. A private ceremony of 110 loved ones. The private funeral was held at the Osbourne family's Buckinghamshire home. Set near a tranquil lake, the grounds were turned into a sanctuary of introspection and music. About 110 individuals gathered, a mix of relatives, old friends, and music business superstars. Speeches were spoken, music was performed, and tears were shed freely as the event was taking place under enormous white tents. In this case, it was not about celebrity. Rather, it was about the guy who was the man behind the tale, the husband, the father, and the friend. Number 10. A funeral full of Ozzy's spirit. As someone who is familiar with Ozzy, you are aware that he would never have desired a dull and solemn occasion. It was his request that the funeral be filled with his one-of-a-kind sense of humor and rebellious flair, and it was fulfilled. One wreath included a dramatic floral arrangement that spelled out Ozzy Fing Osbourne. Bat boxes, which were strategically put close to the area, were a sly allusion to the notorious bat-biting event. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe for more.